Okay, so I've been seeing so many Mortal Kombat Trilogy HD remakes everywhere on Twitter, and it really got me thinking to myself, what happened to Joe? Why haven't we heard from him for quite a while? So shout outs to Dynasty because he's been the first one that actually did videos on this. And yeah, it's almost complete. We got some first look at the graphics. If y'all want to see the video on Dynasty's video, the link will be in the description. But I haven't seen a video on Interloko's YouTube channel yet, but have seen some gameplay on Dynasty's channel lately. And trust me, the sound effects, even though it's incomplete, but it has potential of being good, but it's for a moving project. It's not really for like consoles and stuff like that, but it's pretty much free at some point, right? So it says, starting today, I'll be streaming while I work on the MK Trilogy HD game. Besides doing things that might be boring for most people, I'll also be showing footage used and unused in the development process. I'll be sharing 4K renders that look great as wallpapers. Oh, I bet. Especially this Johnny Cage one. This one looks like it's ripped straight out of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Now, mind you, I'm not the biggest fan of that version of Johnny Cage because I remember back in the day playing him in the PlayStation version and he was kind of boring, to be honest with you. I kind of prefer the old school Johnny from Mortal Kombat 2 than I did here in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But he looks good in the AI though, I ain't gonna lie. The tone, the texture, everything about him just screams Johnny Cage. You can see the little background, looks like he's a wrestler, superstar or something like that. You kind of see the little ropes or whatever though, but I'm not sure, but it looks perfect. So before we get into this, man, I gotta say, everyone looks sick as F. I have to tell you something, right? Even though all of this is pretty much AI, but that's why it's called HD for a reason, right? So we're gonna have to break down every single character from the character select screen. You know, Johnny Cage, as always, we talked about him earlier. And like I said, the skin tone of this looks really, really crazy. We got my boy New Cyber over here. And yo, I remember playing him in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I almost beat the game on PlayStation playing this character. He's the only guy that I know how to perform combos or whatever, but not the fatalities. You know what I'm saying? He was an interesting one, but he looks way better in this version right here. And Baraka got the same animation style from MK2, but the backgrounds of it looks mighty different. Got the drooling from the Targaryen's mouth. This guy looks like he's about to crash out on you. And we got Cyrax. He look like he gained a little bit of weight. Look like he ain't got no neck. But at least they pretty much cleaned it up a little bit. Sonya Blade looks really good here. I love how they kept it classy. Got the American flag in the background. She looks very sexy and attractive. And we got Raiden over here. Raiden looks like Raiden from MK2. More favorable to the source material. I like it. And we got Future Boy Who's his favorite character, Rain. And he looks sick as I don't know what too, because the background is purple. It's like dark and menacing. You know what I'm saying? I like it. And Shang Tsung looks like Shang Tsung, you know, but he looks better in HD. And we got my girl Katana. She looks really nice. Notice how the background is a bit red. You know, I don't remember her looking like that in Ultimate MK3 and Trilogy. But she looks dope. And we got Kano. Now he looks even more menacing here than he did in the original PlayStation version. And oh my god, they crashed out on him. They gave him a skull mask. Got the Undertaker eyes. The background representing fire and demons. Yeah, I think Scorpion might be my favorite one. And Sub-Zero, this is Kuan Liang. I think he looks okay. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the character, of the look from Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate MK3 and Trilogy. I'm not the biggest fan of the design wise, but he looks better here. And we got Smoke. Smoke looks different. I don't see the costume, but it looks like he's wearing black and grayish graphite color. You know, again, the background looks like the backgrounds you see in Choose Your Destiny, choose your, you know, destination when it comes to preparing for battle in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Reptile, he looks sick. I love the red backgrounds. Now, Reptile has always been one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat history. I just love his look and design the most. So he looks fire here, honestly. And we got Jax over here representing US. I'm with you, brother. So we got Melina. She looked like how she did in Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, played Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the N64 and Sony PlayStation or even the Sega Saturn, you will know that Chameleon was supposed to be the official playable character back then, but now it seems like the people that are making this game are making it official. Since we don't know what is taking Warner Brothers and Ed Boon them so long to greenlight this project, but hey, the fans do it better than Hollywood and studios nowadays, but you kind of notice that it shows. But Chameleon looks pretty good. Look like he representing the LGBT community. And we got Sector. Again, look like he gained weight though, but that's probably the image they AI'd from the original image from Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But I do dig the cable things wrapped around him and stuff like that. And the background looked really interesting. You want to know what I never really understood about Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy? Is when you pick him, it looks like he's closing his eyes, like he's mad about something, like he's about to summon the inner dragon or something like that. But at least they made him look better this time. You can see his eyes, you know. And I love how you got the bandana, you got the hair going over the bandana and stuff like that. Like, they made Liu Kang look like Liu Kang. Because I didn't like how he looked in Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy, because you can't even see his face. They just made him look like he's about to take a poop on himself like that. But hey, that's just me. He looks better. And you got Jay looking at him and, oh, he's sexy on the world. Let me check him out. Like, if you know who I'm talking about, the rappers from that trash Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie when Liu Kang and Jay almost got it on in the movie. But Jade looks good. I like the purple background. Oh goodness, Shiva. Yeah, don't get on her bad side. Representing the hoop earrings and stuff. She got one big one and one small one. And the way they got her looking, she look like one of them liberals and millennials. But yeah, she looks terrifying. And she looked better here than she did in the original Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Here we got Kung Lao. They gave him a little bit of the mustache. Man, getting up in that age, man. Getting old, bro. But he looks good overall. Same backgrounds, same style. I like it. Got Cypress Smoke. He looks the same but better. I think, oh yeah, this is the female Chameleon. I didn't even know who she was at first, but she looks cool. So we got Nightwolf over here. Same like he did in Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy. White eyes, looking scary and intimidating. You know, you love to see it. He looks awesome. And we got Shiva. old middle-aged Karen who turned into a witch in Mortal Kombat when Quan Chi brought her back to life, according to Mortal Kombat 9. Nice facial expression. Oh yeah, my boy Ermac. Now, Ermac looks exactly the same like how he did in Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy. And I'm glad that they kept it alive. They kept it the same, but look better. And we got my boy Sub-Zero, aka Bihan. Looks exactly the same like he did in Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate MK3. Background looks like the character select background. Striker. I never really liked this Striker in Mortal Kombat 3, but I did like him in Mortal Kombat 9 through 11. I liked how he was handled there than he did in Midway. You got Cabal. Cabal looks the same, nothing new. And that mysterious red background, looking very, very scary. But I love the skin tone of it, looks really, really dope. We got Kentaro. Looks very scary as he did in Mortal Kombat 2. And we got Motaro. Looks the same. I like it. And we got my boy Shao Kahn himself. Now, in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, they made him look like he was looking towards the bottom left. But I'm glad they got him looking straight to the camera like, yeah, I'm here. Glowy eyes and everything, which is perfect. Now, we have to take a look at the character models of Johnny Cage. He looks better here this time. Look like he's wearing that Jedi outfit, like he's about to be a ninja. I think he's rocking either Nikes or Jordans, I'm not sure. But he looks way better here than he did back then. Then we got Shiva again, and you notice how I think in Mortal Kombat 3 her outfit was more, I think, burgundy. I don't remember her wearing like navy blue here, but hey, that's what it is. And you notice that they gave her a toenail, so I'm not tripping about that. And the muscle tones from the legs makes it much worse, you know what I'm saying? And she looks fantastic here, and so does everyone else in the background. Now when it comes to Mortal Kombat, they're definitely stepping up, because once everything is completed for a Mugen project, you know, because y'all know Mugen or however you pronounce it, it's an internet game back then when they created where you could play with all of the characters from different franchises, from Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Marvel, DC, Image, wrestlers. You got Mortal Kombat. Like, you could play with all over 1 billion characters from different franchises in one game on the internet. But I agree at some point, but I'm not gonna lie, if Warner Brothers and Ed Boon and them were to just greenlight this whole thing, they'll probably help it release it on, you know, in physical form or in digital. But either who, Interloko are pretty much crashing out on this project, and they're doing a banging job at this so far. Everything from the character select screen, from the character models, and the gameplay we've seen on Dynasty's video, and the link will be in the description if y'all want to check it out of what it looks like. It's fantastic, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember, I think 2, 3, or 4 years ago when I did a video on I think when they pretty much show the footage of them using Scorpion spear move and the combos him fighting Baraka, and Baraka does this little arm blade move like he did in Mortal Kombat 2 as a test footage, you know, which led to believe that they're still working on it, but we don't know how long or what is taking so long. But it seems like Interloko is probably the one that is like doing everything in their power to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna probably see the official gameplay footage on YouTube soon enough. But other than that, I'm excited for it. I think they're doing a good job on the character models and everything. I'm looking forward to it. Shout outs to them. What y'all thoughts on this, man? Let me know in the comments down below.